You're on the best of the morning X. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy.
99X.
You know, I watched it when I was a kid. Now my kids watch it on cable.
In 30 years, we've never been off the air.
Oh. You know, I've always been curious. You and Marcia? I mean, the actress who played Marcia. I mean, did you guys ever like, off camera?
Mr. Williams.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Pam. I'm Mr. Schwartz's assistant.
Nice to meet you.
You know, I'll tell you, I am a huge Brady Bunch fan. I can quote dialogue from every episode.
And your favorite is?
Probably the one where Marcia gets hit in the nose with a football. My nose. That Marcia, what a little hottie.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to ask you this, but did you two, ever have a thing?
I better take the fifth on that. Listen, I'm going to stop and check out the old stage.
Okay,
Of all the questions I've ever been asked about the Brady Bunch, that one outnumbers all others by a wide margin. So you want to know all the gory little details, huh? Okay, sit back and I'll tell you what it was like growing up Brady.
Hey, Barry, how are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine, thanks. Listen, you guys obviously have some pull over there. That's a direct bite from the new movie.
Yes, it is. That's
Cool.
right. Hey, seriously, when you hear this version of the song, I tried to play, there's a grunge version of the song on the Brady Bunch movie soundtrack, but for some reason the CD won't queue up. But
That's too bad. I thought you could put that in rotation.
I was hoping we could, because I didn't see that movie, but I heard it was pretty good.
The first movie was kind of fun.
That was the one that was directed by Betty Thomas, right?
Right.
The first one was good. The second one, they kind of went through it.
Man, they hit both. It was a one note, and they hit that in the first 2 minutes, and then they never moved off it.
Now, what was your take on the Brady Bunch reunion movies? What was the one where Dad was caught in the collapsed building and?
Oh, that was the Christmas one.
The Christmas Brady, very Christmas Brady. Did you like those?
I thought they were very, very silly. I mean, very silly. It was kind of fun to check in and see what everybody looked like and what was going on with the family and all that. But I think story-wise, it was kind of ridiculous.
Barry, before you ever did the show, had you done commercials or any other television?
A lot of television.
What were some of the other TV shows?
Well, the FBI, Dragnet, The Invaders, Mod Squad, Marcus Welby, Mission Impossible, It Takes a Thief, That Girl, Gomer Pyle, Run for Your Life, you name it.
That's a lot.
We're all over the place. Were you getting tired of the calls to come back and come back and come back to reprise the Greg Brady role on these specials and the different things, or was it, be honest, the money was all right, so you did it?
Well, it's also I'm an actor, and so one of the things that you want to do is keep moving and stay busy. And I do like a number of things even now. I sing, I'm writing, I produce the TV movie. I do a one-man show for corporations on cruise ships, at colleges. I do musical theater. So I try and stay active and busy all the time. And I love the Bradys. I mean, they're good friends. I like them. It's fun to get together. Sometimes you anticipate something coming out a little bit better than it does, and then it does what it does. And but the amazing thing is that they've always been kind of popular. In other words, the numbers have done well, and people say, I saw that thing, I really liked it. And I go, okay.
Well,
cool.
I sat down and watched a good hour on E, whatever it was, the Hollywood Story. You just can't. I mean, it comes on, and you just
you're
easy
magnetized
to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which of all the Bradys do you stay in contact with? Which of the actors, or any of them that you stay constantly in contact with?
All of them. Susan Olsen, Chris Knight, and Florence Henderson I'm probably the closest to. But I talk to all of them all the time. Whenever we have a project going on, I get them on the phone and I say, or sometimes we get together for a talk show, or we just, 4 or 5 of us just did the Donnie and Marie show. Chris Knight was out here in New York where I live, and we went out to breakfast and then stopped by later today and said hi to Florence Henderson. So
what's the holdout with Eve Plum?
Right.
She does not want to get involved in any of these things.
Well, she's a victim of the middle child syndrome. She kind of feels a little lost and not quite sure of her identity, and everyone comes up and says, "No, you weren't Marcia." And I think it really hits at her self-esteem. So she wants to get away from the Brady thing.
More of this interview you don't want to miss is back in minutes on the best of the morning X 99X.